What's the next two podcast? Episode 144 with Mikel and
Tanyka.
a real conversations on different topics. So, um, so for today's episode, we're doing a triple topic upside down episode.
Upside down.
Yeah, upside down.
Why is it upside down?
I don't know.
True.
It's a upside down day.
Okay.
Yeah. And today, Tanyka will represent us with a topic.
Okay, so Health Canada is recalling furniture sold by the brick.
Mhm.
Damages to cables blamed for widespread internet outage. So there was apparently a widespread internet outage about a couple weeks ago, I think. So we'll be talking about that. And then Bobby Flay, for those HGTV or not Food Network people,
Mhm.
he's bringing his burger chain to Canada. So that's what we're going to be talking
Okay.
about.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right. So the first topic,
Mhm.
Health Canada has published a recall for Lars branded furniture that's sold at the brick due to excess levels of lead. The recall includes the Lars counter chair, Lars counter wood top, and metal base, Lars tabletop center glass insert, and Lars counter table. The furniture was sold individually or as a 5 or 7-piece set. The recall notice says that 17,472 units of the affected products were sold across the country between June 2023 and July of 2025. A sampling and evaluation conducted by Health Canada found that the black coating on the product's legs and metal base contained an excessive amount of lead. We've talked about lead before, but we'll do what lead is and how it's bad for you really quick. Lead is toxic when ingested, especially to children. Exposure can result in anemia, vomiting, diarrhea, serious brain injury, convulsions, coma, as well as effects related to the liver, kidneys, heart, and immune system. This is what the recall says. Death can occur in some cases, and ongoing exposure to even small amounts of lead can build up in the body over time. As of August 15th, 2025, the company has not received reports of incidents or injuries to Canada, the recall says. Customers who have bought the furniture in question are advised to stop using it immediately and contact the brick by telephone at 1-780-452-7912. That's for English. And 1-514-685-9421. That's for French, between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Mountain Time, or by email at recall@thebrick.com. The recall says that the Canada Consumer Product Safety Act prohibits recalled products from being redistributed, sold, or even given away in Canada. So just be careful, I guess, in that sense. Like if people who potentially will sell things on like marketplace or anything like
Mhm.
that. Just be very cautious because it's something you don't really think about, but
Yeah.
just be very cautious about that.
Yeah.
Because like even doing that is not, it's prohibited. So yeah.
100% agree.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. That's that one. Let's move on
Mhm.
to the next one.
Mhm.
Once this thing loads up. Okay. So, Waterloo Regional Police are investigating damage to telecommunication cables that resulted in a widespread, quote unquote, internet outage. This would have been, just checking the date, around August 25th. The wires targeted were located near Speedsville Road in Cambridge. While nothing was stolen, the damage was described as extensive because I don't know if like I feel like I remember hearing something about there being some sort of outage with the internet. I mean, there's always something, but that's kind of crazy that it was like something like was tampered with. But anyways, anyone who witnessed suspicious activity on Speedsville Road is asked to contact Waterloo Regional Police at 519-570-9777 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-8477. Or you can also go to waterloocrimestoppers.com if you did see anything. That, yeah. Okay. This
Okay.
is gonna be a
So
quick episode, but you have something great.
I have something.
Yeah.
So movie update, Tanika. So basically
hmm
this will end our conclusion for your fair movie franchise of all time, Scream 7.
It's
It
ending
finally has
it.
a yeah, because we haven't given it a final conclusion
Oh, I
update
see
on
what
when
you're
it's
saying.
releasing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's releasing February 27, 2026.
Yeah, that's about
So
right.
yeah,
Usually
so
comes
that's
out
when we're
around that time.
releasing.
Yeah.
Following another Ghostface movie that has been uh coming, Scary Movie 6.
I
It's
heard about Scary
also
Movie 6
yep
coming out. Yeah.
coming
I mean, the fifth one sucked,
yeah
but
it
anyways.
yeah so that's coming. Let me see. Okay, that's also coming 2026. It has no
hmm
been official release date.
hmm
So yeah, it's coming 2026. Other horror movies that's coming is Terrifier 4, Thanksgiving 2, and Ready or
mm
Not 2. That's coming 2026. So that's it. That's all I
Okay.
have for the horror franchise for now.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah. That mm, I did kind of know. I did hear that a release date was announced
hmm
for Scream. Um, but kind of since we're on the trip, I was gonna save it for a Netflix episode, but I'll talk about it here real quick. It's not really quote unquote horror, but
hmm
it technically is, whatever.
hmm
I did end up watching Beetlejuice.
hmm
Um, I finally was able to do so because I was trying to see if I could watch I know it's the most recent I know what you did last summer,
All right.
but it's still like you have to buy it still and it's still pretty expensive to do either buying or renting. So I was like, I'll have to wait, I guess, a little bit longer. But
hmm
Beetlejuice has obviously been around out for a bit, so I was able to do that.
All right.
I actually really enjoyed it.
Mhm,
It was really good. Um, I don't want to give anything away,
mhm,
um, in terms of like how it ends or anything like that, but
right,
I do want to say two things or three things. I'll say three things. I thought that Jenny Ortega was amazing.
mm,
Um, okay, four things. I thought Michael Keaton, it was like nothing has changed. It feels like because literally watched Beetlejuice and then I watched Beetlejuice like right after. And just kind of doing that side by side, it's like nothing had changed. He
yeah,
was able to capture that character so seamlessly
mhm,
after 40 years and it was incredible. It was incredible to watch. He kind of does like the juice is loose and I'm like, "Ew." It was just great. Um how they handled the situation with the dad because
mm,
as we know the actor who plays the Mr. Deeds, I can't remember his full name now. But
right,
there's been a lot of scandal. He was Me Too'd, the whole thing. So obviously he was not going to be a part of this. But
mm, mm,
they did handle this in a sense where it's like, oh, he died. So, and I'm sorry, giving that away. I don't care. But it's like they had to kill him off. So they killed him off.
mhm,
Um, but then like it was weird. They kind of like still had him in it.
mhm,
Like the
mhm,
character of him without obviously having a face to him. Because this is spoiler alert. If you haven't watched Beetlejuice, skip ahead like 2 seconds.
mhm,
He died from a shark attack.
yeah,
So he had no head. So that's kind of how like they kind of did that.
mhm,
Um, so that's what the last thing I want to say. So Catherine Zeta Jones plays who was supposed to be playing Beetlejuice's ex-wife. Um, because it's funny, you miss it. If you blink, you miss it. If you don't pay attention, you miss it. But in the first movie, when he's marrying or trying to marry Lydia,
Mm.
um, he does mention um like I something around the lines of like, oh, I did this before and it was we're not going to talk about that. You
Right.
missed it for a second and you're like, oh, okay. They brought that back, which I thought was genius. Um, but they brought that back and they bring back who he would have married, and that was played by Catherine Zeta-Jones. When we first see her, oh my God, I thought she's perfect. This person that she's playing is so cool. I think she's cool. And honestly, I thought she looked freaking incredible. I thought like I can't explain it, but I was just like I was all in when they first show her.
Hmm.
And then that's also the thing that they never really fully they do say it in the first movie, but because of the fact that the can't remember their last names right now, but Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin's characters, they drown. That's how they die. And usually they say in this universe, how you die is how you will still look in the afterlife. So, like, example, when the dad gets killed by a shark, that's how he looks in the afterlife.
Is that
So,
is that a spoiler alert or is that
what
basically?
is a spoiler alert? That they are that as they are when death? How they
Yeah.
died is how, no, it's not spoiler alert.
Oh, okay.
Um, so that's like not a new, like, that's
Mm.
not new. We know this.
Okay. All right.
Um, but we just don't see that with those two actors because in order for them to have done that, they would have had to be soaking wet on set all the time. So it just would have not worked out. That's why they didn't do it for them.
Mm-hmm.
But for Catherine Zeta-Jones, when she comes in,
Hmm.
she's again, spoiler alert, but I think if like you see the character, you can kind of tell anyways, but she's chopped up. So I'm thinking, oh shit, like someone like chopped her up. And then I started thinking like, oh, Beetlejuice chopped her up. And that's how she was in death. Like he's I don't want to say anymore, but I'm just like, this is I thought it was an incredible movie. I thought it was great. It was better than I thought it would be. Um, I'm not gonna give anything else away,
Yeah.
but it was such a good movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly advise you go out
Yeah.
there and watch it. It was really good. Um, and I definitely think there is gonna be another one. I feel it. I feel like they have
Did
to
they
do
left? They left a cliffhanger or no? Silent.
slightly, yes. So I feel like
Hmm.
I feel like they have to do
A third.
a third
Hmm.
because the reason why I'm saying this as well is not just because like they left it on a cliffhanger or something like that, but
Hmm.
also the titles of the movie. You had Beetlejuice, you had Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I said this before. I feel like they have to do one that's Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. End it off with with three. Because do you understand that whole thing? Like, have you watched Beetlejuice?
I seen the first one, yeah, like a long time ago though. So
Okay.
like
So do you
basically,
remember every time they would say Beetlejuice, 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 that was
yes,
summoning
yeah,
him,
yeah,
right? So that's what
yeah,
I feel like they just need to kind of do that. You know, it feels good, and I think they need to do it soon. So,
yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, the horror genre is coming back. Like like it's
oh, I don't think it ever
basically
went
coming back
anywhere
strong.
to begin with.
I know. Like, it had a weak era. Like it had like a
I think I think the problem with and it's funny because I think like
mm,
with with the horror genre
hmm
and it's kind of mentioned in the fifth. Scream.
Mhm.
That we don't talk about Scream. In
Mhm.
the fifth one, when they're kind of like, the whole trope of Scream as we know,
Mhm.
is, what's your favorite scary movie? And you have to answer questions about, the very first one um usually asking questions about like the backstory of that, right? It's
Mhm.
funny because I know you didn't watch the fifth one. I don't we didn't do the fifth one, but when it happens in the fifth movie with Jenna
Mhm.
Ortega's character,
Mhm.
um, it they do like she says, like, "I don't watch this kind of horror." She watches, like, the kind of horror that has a lot of thought process to it, like, she kind of mentioned the bar I think it's, Babadook or something like that, it's not my
Mhm.
thing.
Mhm.
Um, it's kinda like the psychological type horror,
Mhm. Mhm.
so which I'm fine with, 'cause I feel like for example, like, Split is kind of like that. It's kind of the psychological thriller than horror, right? But it's still that psychological aspect to it, which I think is it can be really good.
Mhm.
But I think for those people who want the slasher type horror or the paranormal type horror or both, I do agree it was lacking a little bit in that, and I do think it's picking up. But I think again, they're kind of going back and rebooting classic type movies. Like, they have the new Conjuring right now.
Mhm.
They did, Paranormal Activity. That's kind of been rebooted back again.
Mhm.
So it's, you know, I
And then
do
you
think, like,
see,
that's kind of what's
yeah,
been happening.
I watched Barbarian. That was another
That can't do
horror.
that one, I'm sorry.
Really?
I don't
No?
think I could do it, no.
You didn't see? Did you see that one? Did you see the trailers of
No,
that
I
one?
haven't seen I've heard of it. I know it
Mhm.
exists,
It was.
but I don't think it's because 'cause isn't it like someone's like maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's the wrong one I'm thinking, but
Mhm.
isn't this the
Mhm.
one where it's, like, cannibalism involved or, like it's not
I
but, like
think so. If I
yeah,
remember,
I can't do that. I
I
can't do
think
that.
I think that it was involved. I don't remember
Yeah,
because it
no,
was
I
like
can't do that.
years. It was like a couple years ago. I watched it, so
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
when I remember it coming out.
yeah.
Um, I can't do that. I can't do
Mhm.
cannibalism type stuff, like,
Mhm.
I think,
Mhm.
like it's not to say that none of this is not real, like, Scream can't be real or,
Mhm.
that kind of thing can't be real, but when
Yeah.
it's like, cannibalism is still such a real friggin' thing nowadays,
Mhm.
I can't. I can't do that. I can't no. I think that's I can't. That's creeps me out. Um, so no, I have my limits, as I've said before.
Mhm.
Like, even, like, I'll admit, again, not giving anything away because it just came out. I literally ran through the entire season of Monster for Ed Gein, completely ran through it. But
Mhm.
there were points where I'm like, "I can't do this." Like, I literally was like, "I might need to shut this off and take a breather. I can't do this."
Mm.
I managed to get through it, but there because there's that's real. Like, that happened. So it's like I had to literally be like I had to take deep breaths. I had to, like, holy shit, like, I had to just kinda take a moment
Yeah.
and kinda ground myself a little bit
Mhm.
because it's tough. So stuff like that, um, is just yeah.
And you
I'm not
have one.
saying there's cannibalism involved with
Yeah.
Ed Gein, we honestly don't know that
Yeah.
fully, but, like, I'm just
Mhm.
saying, like, it's a lot.
True, true. I know it does happen in the real world, like, there's
Mhm.
probably, like, a lo I don't know I don't know, like, what's the percentage of
Well, I don't
people who
know.
do that, but
I
it's
don't
probably really, really
I
low.
think it's really, really low, but it's just
Yeah, but yeah, and
no.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't. I can't do it.
but yeah, understandable. But another movie that released recently was Weapons. That's a horror movie.
I heard it's really, really good. I
Yeah,
have not watched it though.
yeah,
I
yeah.
probably will. Probably
Me
will
too.
do it. But
Hmm.
I need a minute. 'Cause
Yeah,
isn't Weapons isn't that the one with the kids? That's the kids, right?
I think so. I'm
Yeah, see that
not
I
100.
see I was seeing the freaking commercials and
Mhm,
I'm
mhm.
just like Oh, kids being creepy. So maybe I won't watch it,
Mhm. Mhm.
but I did hear it's really good. But I
Mhm.
just don't know if I have that freaking in me.
I
Again,
mean, yeah,
like I've said, something about
yeah,
kids. It's just I can't do it.
yeah. No, it's part of horror, and you gotta
I know.
experiment to
Yeah, nah, and I don't
different.
know, man. I have my limits. Like I
Yeah.
said, I have my
Well,
limits.
well, it's doing great in the box office. It's
I
doing great
heard
in the
that, yeah.
ratings. So yeah. So.
I mean, and the actress that's doing, she was also in like Ozarks, and
Hmm.
she was in she what's that freaking one they're called? I can't remember the name of it, but y'all know who I'm talking about.
Hmm. Hmm.
She's an incredible actress, so like I'm happy to see her kind of branch away from Netflix. Um, so that's great.
Hmm.
I just don't know if I can do it.
Mm.
I just don't know if I
Okay.
can do it. But
Okay.
anyways, listen, I'm branching out in a sense where I'm gonna watch like
Hmm.
Texas Chainsaw and that kind of
Hmm.
thing. And
Hmm. Hmm.
as much as I'm like, I can't do cannibalism, I have seen South of the Lambs. There's some cannibalism in that.
Hmm.
If you know, you know. Ever watch
Mm.
Silence of the Lambs?
No. No.
I recommend. It's really good.
Hmm.
Watch
Okay.
it. I would say watch it after you do Ed Gein
Hmm.
because then I think you can appreciate that even more because he inspired that movie as well.
Hmm.
Um but yeah. Again, no one knows if he actually ate anybody, but anyways, I'm just trying to put that out there.
Right.
I don't
Okay.
want to defend the man or anything. Anyways, um
That's it.
that's
That's it for me when it comes to the horror film
okay.
genre. So yeah.
All right, my final topic. So, celebrity chef Bobby Flay, if you know, you know, is making his first foray into the Canadian culinary scene, and he's kicking things off in Toronto. So, in a release, the famed chef announced that he would be expanding his fast casual chain, Bobby's Burgers, into Canada. Flay will spread 65 locations across the country in a multi-year development agreement with Falcon Capital Group. Expanding into Canada and becoming an international brand is a major milestone, he said. The Falcon Capital Group brings proven expertise in brand development and retail franchising that makes them the ideal partners to bring our signature handcrafted burgers, fries, and milkshakes to a new audience. The chain's first location will be located in Toronto, but no date has been given for when it will open.
Mhm.
FCG is actively engaged in real estate tours throughout the Greater Toronto Area for locations, according to the release. Bobby's Burgers opened in 2021 and is a rebrand of Flay's longest standing restaurant, Bobby's Burger Palace. There are currently 9 locations in the US, making the expansion of 65 Canadian restaurants significant. That's crazy. The fast casual chain serves burgers, chicken sandwiches, fries, shakes, and breakfast options. I mean, listen, I'm sure
Mhm.
you don't know who Bobby Flay is, correct?
Mm. Mm. No, I
No?
don't know who that is.
Okay,
No.
that's okay. For those
Hmm.
people who watch like Food Network, you've watched
Hmm.
Bobby Flay, you know who Bobby Flay is.
Hmm.
But I know whenever his restaurant kind of comes here, especially like when Buddy brought his cakes to Canada, I jumped on that, y'all. I wasn't playing games. If Bobby Flay is really coming into Canada and his first location is going to be in Toronto, I'm going to be jumping on that as well. I'm just saying. So
Interesting.
it's going to be kind of cool.
Well, interesting. Do you do you see the the new Food Network called Flavor? That's
We still have the Food Network. So
mm,
they did that with the Food Network and HGTV. So
uh-huh.
HGTV has a new thing now called Home.
Hmm.
Food Network has Flavor, but we still
Yeah.
have Food Network and HGTV. Um, I th-
Right.
I think I'm not sure how it works. I know
Hmm.
one of them is American and the other one's Canadian. I'm pretty sure
Hmm.
HGTV is considered the Canadian brand, but honestly, I can't remember. So that's basically that. But yeah, I they do have some stuff like on home, but we still have HGTV and Food Network. Like I don't my mom watches mostly HGTV and sometimes Food
Mhm.
Network. Um, so yeah.
Okay.
How long as House Hunters is available, that's what my mom watches.
All right. Okay. All right. So that's it.
That's it.
That's it. All right. So this ends episode 145 for the Next Take podcast. The Next Take podcast is available on all podcast platforms. We also have a website called Tanika.
Nexttakepodcast.podpage.io.
And where else we at?
Facebook and Instagram at Next Take Podcast, and Twitter, TikTok, and Blue Sky at Next Take Pod.
And you can contact us on our email at mikeltanyka@gmail.com. That is mikeltanyka@gmail.com. So we talk about a few things on this episode.
Mhm.
You want to tell us, Tanika?
Yeah, we talked about Health Canada recalling furniture that's sold by the brick. We talked about damages to cables were blamed for widespread internet outage. And then we talked about Bobby Flay bringing his burger
Mhm.
chain to Canada. And we threw in
Mm.
some horror in there as well.
Okay. Yep. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and hopefully we'll give you another one next week.
Three topic one will be next week. Yeah.
Okay. Give you another 3 topic one next week. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm Cal, and
And I'm Tamika.
we're out until
We're out until Thursday.
Thursday. Peace, guys.
Bye.